So very good morning to all student members of present final year, 7th semester batch. So I welcome you all for the course title Industrial Management. So before moving to the Unit 1 details, let us have the core objectives of industrial management as a general outline. The main primary objective of industrial management is to know about the primary basic functions of management system within the working organization, following various approaches to study the management tactics and learning about decision making capability, organizing the team, and leadership quality. Next one, analyzing various type of managerial role and functions. Then know about the modern management concepts, say supply chain management. So this particularly I am telling about the supply chain management. We will discuss more detail in unit number 5. Now, unit 1, importance of technology management system. So what is meant by technology management? What are the various significant importance within an industrial setup? So we will discuss few of the information related to the technology management. It is a broad area of different disciplines involving the basic management functions like planning, developing, implementing, and controlling the basic resources to achieve the organizational goals. What are the basic resources for a company? We say raw material, manpower, machineries, money, and labor. These are some of the various resources. So we need to safeguard all these available resources to achieve the maximum productivity of the organizational goal. Other side of technology management, strengthening the strategic integration of technology within the business in order to enlighten the business operation to the next level by improving the creativity and innovation at a more competitive edge. What are the functions of technology management? Strategic planning and alignment. There are two broad subcategories under the strategic planning and alignment. One is aligning the technology with the basic business goal. Next one, performing technology forecasting and assessment in order to study the life cycle management of the technology and how further we can bring the new technology to the better extent. Next one is resource management, performing budgeting and resource allocation without letting out the wastages by better estimation of budget and careful selection of resources. Then project management, then team management. These are some of the major functions comes under the resource management system. Next one is technology implementation and maintenance. Here comes about infrastructure development, system implementation and integration, and technology lifecycle management system. Then innovation and continuous improvement. Here, improving the culture of innovation, identifying and evaluating new cutting-edge technologies from time to time, and driving digital transformation through the business process by creating many new number of opportunities to the people. Then risk management. Here, available technologies are cyber security management system, data governance, business continuity planning. So these are the sub-functions which comes under risk management system. So if you say functions of technology management, nearly there are totally 5 different subcomponents that are listed out as given below, starting from strategic planning, then how to arrange the resource, then technology implementation and safeguarding of technology by better maintenance, then encouraging for innovation, continuous improvement, then risk management system. So these are the 5 essential thing under technology management. Next one, evolution of modern management. Evolution of management can be viewed through various phases, starting from the earlier management practice, from the ancient civilization to modern theories that incorporate various system thinking, contingency approaches, and quality management. Early approaches focused on efficiency and organization structure, while the later development of management incorporated human relations, behavioral science, and quantitative analysis. So let us see in brief. So early management practices. So in ancient civilization, some of the early examples of management principles can be found in ancient civilizations, say Egypt, China. So these are the places where they normally used to follow manual labor and animal for building structures and managing different resources. In ancient civilization, there was no such modernization. Only manual manpower and the animals are used for doing high complicated jobs, say building tall structures, etc. Whereas pre-scientific approaches involved practical experience and observation of various management techniques. Then later comes classical management theories between 19th to 20th century. So the new introduction of scientific management came between 19th to 20th century, which was developed by F.W. Taylor. Mainly this approach was focused on improving the efficiency through various scientific analysis of work process that are carried out day in and day out within the organization. Administrative management, which was pioneered by Henry Foyle. This theory mainly emphasized the basic functions of management, say planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. In addition to that, he also developed 14 management principles of effective work system and bureaucratic management, Max Weber theory. So he formulated a high structured hierarchical organization with clear boundary rules, procedures, and a division of labor system. And third one comes behavioral management theory in the mid of 20th century. So human relations movement. So here they consider the importance of social and psychological factors in the workplace, which tells about the impact of employee motivation, group dynamics, and leaderships on productivity. Then Hawthorne studies. So this one highlighted the influence of social factors such as following the group norms and employee moral on productivity system. And modern management theories, which tells about systems theory. In this approach, organization can be viewed as a complex system of various interconnected domains, which clearly focus on understanding how different elements within the organization can effectively interact with each other and influence with each other. The next one is contingency theory. There is no simple best way to manage The most effective approach depends upon the specific situation, including internal and external factors. Quantitative approach, use of mathematical statistical application to analyze different management problems and make better decisions. Then total quality management. This approach focuses on various continuous improvement oriented approach of quality through customer focus, employee involvement and process optimization within the workplace system. So these are the different classical approaches of management practice under evolution of modern management. The next one is scientific management system. Scientific management comes under classical management theory between 20th century, 19th and 20th century. So this concept was developed by Frederick Winslow Taylor. He was considered to be the father of industrial engineering. Mainly scientific management focused on improving the efficiency as well as the productivity in various industrial settings by applying innovative scientific ideas to management practices. The key principles include standardization of work procedures, scientific selection and training of workers, cooperative leadership between management and labor. What are the various key aspects of scientific management? Let us see here below. Focus on work efficiency. Scientific management found out one best way to perform tasks through observation, measurement, and critical analysis. So, in that way, they try to develop the workplace efficiency. The next one, establishing proper standardization of work process in order to minimize the error variation by maximizing the output. Proper selection and training of workers, better coordination between the top management and labor workforce, then setting up standard time and observing the motion studies of human body in the work process and simply adapting the better human ergonomics for doing the high complicated jobs within the workplace, identifying the most critical area in the workplace for better improvement and standardize the human effort by simplifying the tough jobs in a much better way, then implementing piece rate system. Incentive systems such as piece rate pay are used to motivate the workers and reward will be given for achieving the productivity of the organization. Different approach for studying the management. What are the various approaches followed for studying the management system? Classical approaches, that is scientific management, administrative management, and bureaucratic management. Already we have seen in the evolution of management theory. Then modern approaches say human relations system, behavioral science approach, quantitative approach, and systems approach. And contemporary approach, contingency approach, operational approach, and empirical approach. So in contingency approach, so we have to effectively manage each and every aspects within the organization by depending on according to the specific time and situation. Whereas an operational approach focus on the practical application of management principles. In the empirical approach, we have to study the past management experience and case studies so that we can able to get a clear idea and solution based on the past experience. Next one comes different forms of organization. What are the various forms of organization? Let us see much detail in the next following slides. Individual ownership, the sole proprietorship. So it is one of the basic form of organization where a single person holds the entire rights and responsibilities associated with the property that he has owned. What are the various key features of individual ownership? Only one person is named on the property title. Individual owner makes all decisions regarding the property without needing the consent from others. Next form of business is nothing but the partnership. It is entirely different apart from the individual ownership. The partnership form is a business structure where two or more than individuals agree to share the common profits or loss of a business. The partners may contribute their capital or skills or work by jointly responsible for the business management and debts. The key characteristics of partnership: having minimum of two partners, equally sharing the profit and losses according to the rate of return of the business performance. Next one is the joint stock companies. So joint stock company is a type of business organization where the ownership is divided into equal number of shares that can be bought and sold by the investors. So essentially, it is a way for many number of individuals to pool up their capital to fund a large business venture. So it is a public enterprise, joint stock companies. These companies are some of the legal entities separate from their owners, offering limited liability to shareholders. Next one is cooperative enterprises. It is a business which has been owned and democratically controlled by the members who are also its users. So the members pool their resource by working together in order to meet the common economic, social, and cultural needs. Unlike traditional business practices, they focused on shareholder profit. Cooperatives prioritize their member benefits through shared resources, equal profits, and decision making. Examples of cooperative business organization: housing cooperatives, worker cooperatives, etc. Next one is public sector undertaking. So the public sector undertaking in India are either government owned or the controlled entities engaged in commercial activities. They are neither owned by the state or central government or combination of both. These type of organization play a major role in the Indian economy, contributing to infrastructure development and providing employment. Examples of the public sector undertaking: Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, Steel Authority of India Limited. These are some of the standing examples for public sector undertaking organization. So we have discussed about the different types of organization under various forms of organization. It is individual ownership, partnership, joint stock companies, cooperative enterprises, public sector undertaking. These are some of the classification of various organizations available. Next one, what do you mean by the corporate framework? It is a well-structured system of procedures and principle by adapting various policies that will guide how the company is directed and controlled, ensuring proper accountability, better transparency, and alignment with the shareholders' interest. It defines the basic rules and process for a company, how it should operate and interact with its various shareholders. The various key aspects of corporate framework: corporate governance. So this forms the core part of the framework. that will encompass the system as well as the procedure that governs the company's operation and the various interaction with the stakeholders. Basic rules and regulations has to be followed from time to time. And establishment of clear policies and procedures within the internal management. Say establishment of policies and procedures, nothing but better financial reporting, risk management, and human resources. All the things must be properly documented and it must be informed to the management from time to time without having any further delay and ambiguity in the following of work procedures. What is the purpose of using framework, corporate framework? So, conforming the ethical standards as well as mutual responsibility in conducting the business practice, protecting the stakeholders' interest and their rights, enhancing the company's performance in terms of long-term success and sustainability. So next comes about the trade union. Trade union is also termed as a labor union, indicating an organization union that is the association of laborers employed in a trade, industry, business, or factory who come together to achieve the common goals for improving the bargaining power regarding wages and working conditions. Basically, trade unions are the legal representative of the group of wage earners. They operate at the plant level, industry level, regional level, or national level. What are the main objectives of trade union? To represent the individual worker when they face a problem at work, negotiate with the management about the issues which affect the workmen of the organization. Trade union also work for reducing the difference in opinion with respect to the management and union members, safeguarding the interest of the worker by intervening in the improper implementation of personal policies which can be directly or indirectly affect the workmen such as layoff, retrenchment, promotion or transfer. What are the different functions of trade union? Militant function. So these are very aggressive. The main objective of militant function is improved working condition, fair and right treatment of employee. Say if a union failed to achieve this objective using methods like collective bargaining or negotiation, sometimes they may take recourse of another approach, raising their voice against the management using techniques such as go slow tactics, boycotting, strike, etc. These are the special characteristics of militant function. So achieving for higher wages and better working environment, raising the worker status as a primary importance, protecting the labor against exploitation and injustice. So militant function is a kind of very aggressive mode of thing. Next one, fraternal function is a more friendly oriented initiative undertaken by the trade union by considering the aim of providing needful help to the member whenever they need and improving their level of efficiency. Fraternal functions primarily rely upon the availability of funds. The funds are generated by subscription from the members and donations. So these functions involve the following things: taking up various welfare activities in order to boost up the employee morale, developing self-confidence in worker, promoting sincerity, cooperation, and discipline among the worker within the workplace system. This is all about the fraternal function. So both militant and fraternal functions are entirely two different extremes. So with this few information, I conclude that the unit 1 then has been fully over. So let me summarize the entire the topic of unit 1. In unit 1, we have discussed about the basic importance of technology management and its function. Then what are the different evolution of management thought? Then different types of business organizations like sole proprietorship, joint stock companies, partnership, public sector undertaking, cooperative companies, etc. Then in between we have seen some corporate framework. What is the purpose and need? Then at last we saw about trade union. What is the importance of trade union and what are the primary functions of trade union? So among which the most important questions from the exam point of view, I can say evolution of management thought, then scientific management concepts by F.W. Taylor. Then the third one, trade union and the types of the trade union. Then various types of business organization. These are the different important questions for the exam point of view. So kindly focus these questions. So we will see the next chapter later. So thank you once again. Thank you all.